Hey Aquarius, intuitive soul coach here with your August 2023 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, this makes complete sense because I'm getting here a little bit of hesitation, and you received the Swords card showing up in the position here of the recent past. So some of you may have been hesitating before maybe making a decision or a choice that pertains to your career, your money, or your finances. Now, in the position here of the recent past, the Sword card does talk about money conflicts. It talks about cutting corners, even having a major breakthrough. So if you were hesitating, if you didn't have the necessary clarity or information that you needed to make a difficult decision, I feel like this is coming through for you in a very powerful way in the month of August. Now, some of you may have been dealing with the law, a legality. There could have been a pay cut. Some of you, you felt like you were walking on eggshells, on the defense. You may have even been let go from a job, because I'm getting Seven of Wands energy where you had to and continue to have to protect yourself, stand up for your beliefs, face maybe some sort of adversity here, but I am getting that you have the upper hand, or you will have the upper hand. Even if you don't feel like you do at this time, I feel like something is coming back around or coming full circle because you have the breakthrough energy here. Now in the moment, or excuse me, in the month, well, in the moment, but in the month of August, you have the Heart card, Aquarius. This is about joint finances, being fully supported, possibly even having enough to be able to do something on the side, but pay attention to your spending as well, because we can spend sometimes on things that we don't really need or they're not useful. I am feeling that you are heading towards, Aquarius, a job that you love, and that may have been the decision or the deciding factor in the recent past for you to follow your heart. And even though it's going to take a little bit of time to maybe acclimate or start or continue moving forward in a new way or a new routine, it's important for you to have a job that you love, because as they say, if you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work and you'll never have to work a day in your life. However, I sense that it's important for you to continue researching, educating yourself, learning, growing, evolving, coming together with other like-minded individuals, because in the near future, you're really strategizing here. And this makes sense. You're an air sign. We tend to strategize. This is about wise spending because you don't want to make a wrong move. But the beautiful thing about chess is you can move backwards if you need to. You can move to the side, I believe. You can move diagonally. So there's a lot of different moves that you can make that you're not limited to. So Spirit wants you to know that even if you make a decision, you can change it down the road, or you can take a sideways approach, or you can, I don't want to say back out of, but I feel like you have the time to think something through. There it is, because we have think it through at the bottom. So it wouldn't necessarily be backing out. It would be thinking it through thoroughly, but make sure that you don't second guess your decision or you don't go back on it. Okay, because you have the time here. There's a breakthrough happening. Some of you may be wanting to switch up your routine. You may be a leader. A lot of you may be working and not playing. So it could be about balancing that work, play lifestyle. For others of you, maybe you come from a military background, or you're very structured or routine in the way that you do things. You may be called to have a little bit more fun. Tune into the portal of your heart. Have a job that you love instead of just a job that, may pay the bills, put food on the table. I feel like you're doing something here, whether it's on the side, whether it's a side hustle. It could be in your 9 to 5 work that you love, but I feel like you may be contemplating going back to school or taking your business to the next level. Let's dive into your energy here, Capricorn, and Aquarius, and see what is going on for you. Some of you are cuspers. You may have Capricorn in your chart. We may even see the devil energy showing up here for you. Now, what do we have as the overall energy? How would you like? Thank you. So we have here your main energy, which we have some cards that came out. I'm just going to pull the rest of your Celtic cross here before we move on. There is a new beginning being offered to you here. I see that. So we're going to wait to get the final outcome till the very end. But you have here the Ace of Coins. So Aquarius, this is all about new abundance. In the past, you may have felt like you missed out on an opportunity to say yes to something else, but then you may have went back and said, well, maybe I should have went with that option. There's an opportunity coming back around here for you that you may take. Perhaps it's a job. Maybe you got offered 2 different jobs and you went with this one, but now you may be second guessing. I feel like that offer may come back around. It may not be within that same company, but there is a new beginning here taking place for you. If you are a business owner or an entrepreneur, there's an opportunity for you to build upon your affluence. You can do something here differently this time around and get some sort of new result, because if you continue doing what you're doing, you're going to get the same energy and stay in that same energy, get the same results. You want to shake up your routine a bit, and that's why you start off with this Ace of Pentacles. Money is on your mind, right? I feel like you are thinking about money. You have dollar signs in your eyes. You don't want to miss out. Therefore, the challenge for you is to stay honest to your heart, which we see showing up here with the heart energy. And I feel like you're going to make some decisions that really align you with your soul's truth. Now, the challenge for you in the month of August is the 7 of Swords, self-deception. So perhaps you really want to make all this money. You don't love what you're doing. Maybe it goes against your morals. It goes against your belief. Perhaps your ego may be saying, I have to rise to the top. This is what my mom wants for me, or my dad, or my family, or society. This is what they expect of me. But maybe your soul is saying, well, I really want to go to Italy and learn how to cook and travel and do, A, B, or C. So there is something that feels disconnected. There's something that feels misaligned here with the sword showing up. So your heart may be pulling you in one direction and the head in another. The challenge for you is to take a look at what you truly desire and what you seek. I mean, there's nothing wrong with you choosing either one, but you're going to feel that constant back and forth, or that disconnect, if you are veering against what your soul truly desires and truly seeks. So you may be really working on getting honest with yourself. Some of you may have been betrayed. You may have been in the presence of someone who is wearing a mask, empty promises. There could have been hidden deceit, lies, mistrust. This could be a boss, someone that you've worked with. I feel that someone may have told you that you have the opportunity to become maybe the boss or a CEO, or to partner up, or to make a manager role or position. But then when the time came, it was prolonged and prolonged and prolonged. And now you're saying to yourself, well, what the hell is the truth? What does this person really mean? Why can't they be transparent? Do they want me here or do they not? So there could be masks coming off for you in the month of August. And it's going to actually allow you to move in a new direction. It's going to allow you to take this new path with the Ace of Coins showing up as your overall energy. No one wants to see the 7 of Swords show up, but I'm getting here that sometimes we need to do what we need to do to pay the bills. And even though that may not be what our soul wants, it doesn't mean that you're going to be stuck in the 7 of Swords forever. But I do feel like there is an opportunity for you to choose a different path and go with that. But some of you may have been doing the 7 of Swords for the last 20 years because you had to survive, you had to pay bills, you had to take care of your kids, whatever this was here. And it may feel a little bit foreign for you to trust your heart. But Spirit is saying here that you have everything you need within you to veer off, branch off, and head in this new direction. This is really deep here, Aquarius. Some of you, you're making some bold moves and it's going to pay off, but you've been thinking about this for quite some time. Now, below you, you have the King of Wands. The King of Wands, he is very influential. When he speaks, you stop to listen. He's been through it. He has gone through a lot where he's had to earn his badge. It's almost like, and I think I read this the other day about the King of Wands. It's almost like being in a battle. Think of being in a battle back in the times where there were king and queens. He may have been on that battlefield. Maybe he was a knight, right? He was a knight at one time. And perhaps he had to fight his way through. He's seen loss. He's seen challenges. He's seen things that may have been corrupt or negative or, he's seen it all being that knight because he actually had himself on the battlefield. And what happened here is there was a position that may have come into power where he stepped into that role. So maybe that king or queen, they didn't have any children to pass down that crown. And all of the people said, well, this knight, this is you, Aquarius. You deserve to wear that crown. You are the one that we look up to. You are the one that is shown through repetitive energy, through walking the walk, not just talking the talk, that you have what it takes to be this king. And that's what you have here in the deep, deep past. I feel like other people respect you. Other people look up to you. And if you've caught yourself up in a circumstance or a situation where people are treating you like a page when you really are a king, it's frustrating, and you deserve to be at a place where, your knowledge and your efforts are going to be rewarded. And I feel like you have what it takes to put on that cape and go towards a new kingdom, or go towards a new energy that is really going to appreciate and respect those qualities that you have, because someone may not be giving you the benefit of the doubt, or not even the benefit of the doubt. They just may not accept that you may have more knowledge, more intelligence, or you're very capable of making some big decisions when it comes to your career. Now, if you are an entrepreneur, the King of Wands, he can be the entrepreneur. He can be a businessman, a businesswoman. It's just the energy here of the king, more masculine, where he takes charge of his destiny. He's very goal-oriented, very driven, very adventurous, and very warm. He is the person that if he's out on the battlefield and he sees, a couple of children and he has some butterscotch candies in his pocket, he's going to hand them out. And those kids are going to remember him. They're going to remember that kind, generous soul, a leader. And I feel like this is what you have hidden within your superhero powers, where you are a natural born leader here, Aquarius, in some way, form, or fashion, but you don't have to flaunt it. You don't have to flaunt it because other people know this to be true about you. But it's frustrating when they fear, or they can't see that part of you because they don't want to, because they are putting on a mask, or they are too proud, or they are jealous, or they are insecure of their own stuff, right? Now, in the recent past, Aquarius, you have the Eight of Wands. This is some rapid fire planning. It's some action. It is movement. It's motivation. This is all about accelerating things quickly. And I feel for you that there's something that may have veered off track. You may have been an unstoppable force. For some of you, you may have received news, because I'm getting here news or a message that may have veered you in a new direction. Maybe it even took you by surprise with the Eight of Wands. It could have delayed your progress, delayed your success. It may have caused you to relocate, travel, or move in a new direction, because what's coming in above you here is the Knight of Wands. So you have the King of Wands, you have the Knight of Wands. So this is about you going back to a place where, yes, on the battlefield, you may feel like you're putting yourself out there when you've already achieved a king status at one point, but now you have to open yourself up to a new way of doing things, a new battlefield. But you have the tools, you have the wands to be able to fight. And I like the Knight of Wands because this knight uses wands, not swords, to fight their battle. So they can kill them with kindness, as they say. This is someone who takes fearless action instead of rushing forward into impulsive decisions. You're going to make some decisions, but not in an impulsive way. That's why you have the Chess card showing up here. So Aquarius, when this Knight of Wands shows up, this is about you being passionate, being excited. You're brave enough to head towards a brand new adventure because you are a warrior. You are a leader. You get things done quickly. Even if you have to put yourself in that battlefield, that's okay for you to do because you know that you don't have anything to prove because you've already proved it to yourself. And that first and foremost is number one. But it is a little bit infuriating when other people have a bolstered ego or they pretend to wear that crown that they absolutely don't deserve. Now, Knight of Wands, you are taking some fearless action here. Aquarius, what do we have in the near future? I love it. The World. This is showing up as some sort of completion here. This is a triumphant completion versus that setback that you may have endured in the past. There is an accomplishment, a happy ending, some sort of a cycle coming to a close. This could be a celebratory energy. Perhaps you've received a raise, a promotion, you're stepping into a new journey. For others of you, you could be traveling the globe because you have the King of Wands here. So a lot of you Aquarians are maybe influencers. You could reach people on a global level. You may be into travel, tourism, reaching people of all backgrounds. There's something here with adversity and meeting new people, going to new heights. You could even be traveling internationally in the near future. For others of you, the World card is all about a sense of success, a sense of fulfillment, a sense of wholeness. Like you've done it. You've come this far. So it doesn't matter if you go back out in the field. It doesn't matter if you research and go to the Page of Wands because you've already hit the King of Wands here. So nothing is ever going to take away that King of Wands status that you have. It's just going to invite you to take a new path, a new journey, a new chapter of your story here on earth. But I feel like a lot of you are ready to start new. You may have received a certification, some sort of education. You are now equipped with some very important knowledge, or you're putting yourself out there to learn and to give a new challenge, a wink in the eye and say, I'm ready for this next adventure. So this is exciting here, Aquarius. A lot of you have major breakthroughs coming in. You are absolutely supported and you are heading towards loving every moment of what it is that you are doing to make a living. And I feel like the money will soon catch up with you as well if it hasn't already. Now, how are you feeling? You have the Nine of Swords in reverse, which is good that it's showing up in reverse because the Nine of Swords can be one of the heaviest energies in tarot. It can be about reliving some sort of past trauma. It can be replaying an old story. It can be anxiety, depression, mental strife and conflict. But the fact is you're accepting the past for what it was. You're accepting that someone may have let you down, stabbed you in the back, betrayed you. I'm also getting family member here. Some of you may have worked with family and it turned out, as they say, never work with family, but I feel like something went south. Okay, Nine of Swords also showing up. This is about the darkest before the dawn, but I feel like you've already went through the dark with the swords here showing up. You've already endured it. The fact is you have the Ace of Coins. There's a new beginning here. You're ready to leave the past in the past. You're ready to head towards a new doorway, a new opening, but you're still trying to get honest with, your path, your soul's path, your truth. You may be wanting someone to apologize. I don't feel like that's going to happen here, Aquarius. Or you want someone to man up or woman up. You want them to take responsibility for what they did. And unfortunately, I feel like you may need to forgive maybe the person, but not the situation. And we forgive for our own healing, not for the other person. And some of you are saying, Melissa, I'll never forgive that person. They completely did me dirty. And that may be the case. But if you are stewing over it, if it's keeping you in hostage of bitterness and anger and resentment, that's carrying lower vibrations and you don't need that where you're going. If anything, it's going to be anchored to you and tied to you, Aquarius, where it's going to hold you back from achieving your life. The best thing that you can do from this situation is to move forward and land your success and whatever that may look like, right? It's about you being able to accept something for what it was, hopefully a growth opportunity for both of you to really learn and really come back from a situation stronger than before. Don't let the past bitter you. As I always say, you can become bitter or better. The choice is yours. What do we have in your environment? We have the Tower. The Tower. Wow. This is a change I feel like you already know. This isn't an unexpected change, which sometimes the Tower can show up as unexpected changes, but I feel like this is an awakening. I don't feel like this is unexpected at all. I feel like if anything, you have created and manifested this Tower moment. And I say you, not in the form of you being in the wrong. Maybe some of you feel like you were, but for the majority of you, something needed to come crashing down because you could no longer go the way that something was going. And you are being offered this chance for freedom, right? The Tower shows up in your environment where it could be a much needed transition, regardless of how challenging or difficult. You're that King of Wands. There's nothing you can't get through here. Tower moment coming in to offer you freedom. All right, let's just pull some cards. Let's take a look at this Tower. Let's clarify. Spirit, what can you tell us about the Tower showing up here, please, for Aquarius? So many people fear the Tower. If anything, this is the card here that scares me. Not scares me. None of the cards scare me because it's energy. And when we know how to work with the energies, our world is unstoppable. We remind ourselves that we are the creator and the magician, but the card that can be the most challenging, and this may be something new that you haven't heard, but to me, it's the Nine of Swords, because that can be anxiety, despair, right? We feel like we've sunk into a hole where we can't get out of. And this can be suffering, right? Suffering. The fact is you're coming out of something difficult and challenging, or maybe you are in the midst of it as we speak here. But I do feel that, wow, and you have a lot of cards to clarify the Tower. We'll be here all day if we take a look at those. For those of you that want more in depth, feel free to book a personal reading. Let's look here. Spirit, what do we have for this Tower? What's coming in here? Six of Cups and Empress. Okay. The Tower is going to bring in more abundance than you could have ever imagined. It may not seem that way at this point, at this time, but it's going to offer you an experience to take the past and let it bring about positivity. Instead of defining it as a negative experience or the worst thing that could have ever happened, you're going to look back and say, this is the best thing that could have happened to me because it's offering me unlimited abundance here. It's offering me this new opportunity. The Empress is all about good fortune, options, and success. So I feel like you do have options available here on what you want to focus your time, your energy, and effort into, because whatever you focus that time, energy, and effort into, Aquarius, you can grow, you can multiply, you can create more abundance than you ever thought possible. The Six of Cups, it's about renewed enthusiasm and improved finances. Some of you are still reeling and healing from a Tower moment that has already occurred in the past here. I feel like this Tower, even though it's showing up in the environment, you're still picking up the pieces, but I feel like this has already happened. And it's because you want more of this abundance. You want more financial freedom, emotional freedom, right? You want to become maybe your own entrepreneur. You want to work remotely, or you just want to feel heard and be seen and be respected. That's not asking too much. The Empress here, people respect her automatically because she's earned that status. And I feel like you have as well, or you are navigating towards that energy here with the Empress. And this is about growth. It's about fertility and nurturing what it is that your heart desires. And that's the direction you are heading in here. That's why the Tower has come up in your world. Now, what are your hopes and fears? The Six of Wands, a glorious win, some sort of big success here. Stay consistent. Don't give up is what I just heard, because there could have been a fall from grace. Something may have happened that may have even felt like you were overlooked. Maybe you felt like you failed at a situation. You may have felt shame or humiliation. But I do sense with the Six of Wands, your hope is that you're going to come back stronger than ever before, that there's going to be a victorious and glorious win that you'll be able to celebrate with those that support you, that love you, that want to see you strive and want the best for you. Six of Wands here. I feel like you're doing it. And look at that. In the background, you can barely see it, but there is a crowd of people cheering you on. The Six of Wands can be the card of fame and victory. For those of you that are looking to reach people on, you know, a global level, you have that ability here. If you are looking for fortune and fame through maybe being an influencer, a YouTuber, a vlogger, if you're wanting to connect and travel, there could be real estate here. Some of you may be making a podcast. You may be joining forces with other people on maybe Zoom or online. This is a really big energy and other people support you. Keep on going. Let's take a look at the final outcome, Aquarius. What is the final outcome for the month of August 2023? What do we have here? Oh my goodness, you can't make this up. Beautiful energy showing up. We have the Star and the Ten of Cups. There is a new opportunity here for you, one that is going to be a lot more emotionally fulfilling. Okay, for some of you, you're already in the midst of this opportunity. But I do feel, because you have the Star, this again is fame and fortune. So Aquarius, some of you are really going to be big influencers. This could be you influencing even your children, your family. This could be you being noticed, recognized, looked at in a big way. This could be helping other people, helping other families, helping the world, helping many, many people. The Star is about bright opportunities. And the message I'm getting here is don't dim your light to fit in, because you're not meant to fit in. You are meant to stand out. Don't dim those gifts, those skills, those talents. Don't hide behind a mask, right? You have the mask here. Don't hide behind that mask in fear of judgment or criticism. You have what it takes to shine. This is feeling lovingly complete. The Ten of Cups is the card and the energy here of good fortune. It's about being able to take family vacations, feel a sense of fulfillment, travel, work remotely if that is your dream. It is about shifting and shaping the energy of the world. It's leaving the world a better place than when you came. So your presence is required. You are needed. Your skills, your gifts, and your talents are here, and they're here to stay. And this is an important time for you, Aquarius, to shine that light brighter than you ever have before. Beautiful outcome. I love this for you. Let's take a look and get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have here for Aquarius? Message in a bottle. Some of you are traveling to maybe the ocean, the water, a lake. It could be a waterfall as well, maybe a river. Card 15, ring, 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 pick up, because you have some sort of news coming in. This could be intuitive insight. It could be channeled messages. It could be an email. There's something here panning out for you. Communication, a sign. This is about Clidon, which is also the ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker. So what that means is maybe you're in the grocery store and you start chatting up someone in line, and boom, there is the message that you have been waiting for. There's your synchronicity. There is a message that you receive from a sender who is innocent in the whole thing, but they are the channel for you as well. This is about an oracle delivered message that is innocently pointing the way towards your highest good. Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, when you believe that you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of signs, symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you are pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. Didn't we say that in the beginning here? There's going to be some sort of favorable news for you. Well, there's your confirmation that yes, there's a message coming in. You are on target with your purpose and your passion. You are coming into alignment with your destiny, and Spirit wants you to know that you're on the right track, Aquarius. Yes, you are. Expect a call, a new opportunity, or a message from an old friend or business contact that will lead you closer to your dreams and greatest desires. Spirit has been listening to you. So don't ignore, right? Sometimes we ignore the signs because we want things the way we want them. We let the ego take over and we say, no, thank you. I don't want that amazing opportunity over here that's filled with abundance and prosperity and unlimited potential because I really want what's over here. Don't let that happen for you, Aquarius. Red flags aren't pretty decorations for you to admire. They're warning you for a reason. If something doesn't sit right with you, hence the Seven of Swords, if it doesn't sit right with you, trouble could be hiding in the bushes. Don't ignore the signs. Spirit always has your best interest at heart and will draw your attention to what you are overlooking. Yeah, get ready for a big wake-up call with that Tower. I feel like this Tower, as that Empress and as that was it the Six of Cups coming in for you, that could be a blast from the past, someone that comes in and shakes things up in a powerful way. Maybe it's that job that maybe you passed by or felt like there was an opportunity that you were rejected from. It could be something that shows up, but expect a sign here in the month of August. Pay attention to the 8-8 portal. I will be putting out a reading around that time as well. So 8-8 could be a significant date, 8-12 as well as 8-29. 8-29. Those could be very powerful days that you do receive some sort of news or some sort of message or guidance. All right. Let's open up that third eye chakra, shall we? Let's take a look at what messages are coming through from your power animals. And at this time, Aquarius, I just ask if you can, please take a deep, deep belly breath from the solar plexus chakra. Nice big deep breath inward. Inhale, hold as long as you can, and exhale through the mouth. One more deep belly breath from the solar plexus chakra. Inhale, hold as long as you can, and exhale. And with your eyes closed, Aquarius, I want you to focus on that third eye chakra, the area between the eyebrows and the forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps this animal is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. Perhaps it's an animal that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, or one that's visited through your dreams, or one in the great outdoors that has passed you by. There is no right or wrong answer, Aquarius. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month, all you need to do, Aquarius, is drop your power animals in the comment section below. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, Aquarius, beautiful creatures here. Now, these numbers could be significant for you. It could be your life path number, what personal year you are in, your age, or your birthday. We have 5, we have 40, 28, and 7. Your first animal out is bat, and it says a rebirth is assured. Yes, it is. You are going through a huge personal transformation, and it hasn't always been easy for you, Aquarius, but you have what it takes to come out stronger. You have additional senses at this time, just like the bat can tune in and use a lot of its senses here to see things that typically we cannot see. So do you. The bat spirit, regardless or I should say, despite the myth of bats being blind, I feel like I've looked into this before, and bats actually can see quite well. You hear blind as a bat, but I feel like that's not true at all. But if that's different, leave it in the comment section. I love to learn new things, but I feel like you're not blind at all. You may think you are. There could be a myth, right? There could be some symbology here. Some of you may think you're blind to a situation because of this mask, but really, you're not. It has been conditioned for you to believe it because everybody believes it, right? Everybody believes in this is the way things should be done, or that's what I believe. Blind as a bat, so it must be true. Really look into it further. I feel like you have more awareness, more insight, and more clarity than you give yourself credit for. We have Mouse Spirit, card 40. It says, tend to the small things. This can be about taking a look at some things that we tend to overlook, especially when it comes to our own health. Make sure you're staying hydrated, Aquarius. Make sure that you are eating healthy foods, that you are listening to your body. Even though these aren't small things, to us, sometimes it feels like a nuisance, or we forget to eat, or we forget to drink water. I'm getting that energy here for you with the mouse. So sometimes it's important to tend to the small things. All the time, I feel. Now you have Frog Spirit. Someone may have a frog tattoo, or someone, this is very interesting, Aquarius, someone may be thinking about, now I don't know too much about this. This isn't something I've personally done, but there is some sort of possibly poison in the frog that people use for medicinal purposes. Again, it may be something, I forget what it's called, but I am getting here a medicinal energy from the frog. That may be something you've decided to do. It kind of goes in line of like ayahuasca or peyote. There's something here with medicine from the plant, or from the frog. So again, take that as it resonates. For the rest of you, 99%, it's important for you to clear out the clutter, whether it's physical clutter, mental clutter. Organize your space, organize a drawer, go through your sock drawer, your pants drawer, your closet, whatever it is for you. It's important to clear out because something has been congested within you. And it could even be, some of you are going on a detox as well. Maybe that's why health was coming in. You may be going on a cleanse. You may be going on a detox, maybe even a fast. Now, your final card here is Bee Spirit. The Bee Spirit says sweet results await. And it's interesting as well because they're giving me my name, which my name is Melissa, and the bee, I believe in Latin, Melissa means honeybee. So this is another Melissa out there. It could be Mel as well, maybe even Melanie, but I'm getting Melissa Strong here, and this is you, not me. So take that as it resonates. This is Bee Spirit coming and saying sweet results await. And I feel like your hard work is paying off here, Aquarius. It's also card 7, and that's the Chariot energy of things moving forward. It's all about direction and drive. You have what it takes to be that triumphant success that you want to be, right? You have what it takes to hit those goals, those milestones, and reach a new level, reach not just a new level, but a new sense of awareness. There's heightened awareness. Thank you, Spirit. Not just in the physical realm, but internally here, your senses are really, really inflated in a powerful way where you're able to see things that maybe others can't. A lot of you have the gift of intuition. Maybe you're clairvoyant. You may hear things. You could be clairaudient. Take a look at the different clairs because some of you may have enhanced clairsentience or different clairs in the month of August. That could be a gift that you are being guided to explore. Now, last but not least, let's take a look and see which crystal, gemstone, mineral, or fossil you can utilize in the month of August to help you, Aquarius, on your most prosperous path. What do we have, please, for Aquarius? We have Bronzeite, card 13, which in tarot, 13 is the death. So yes, a rebirth is assured, card 13. Some of you, that's your birthday. For some of you, that is an absolutely lucky number. So again, people fear Friday the 13th. They think it's a bad omen. And again, that could be some sort of phrase or conditioning that is absolutely the furthest from the truth. 13 is actually a very lucky, good number. And Bronzeite is all about loyalty, trust, steadfastness, self-respect, trusting that the universe has your back. Now is the time to be sure that you trust in the universe and remain true to your authentic self. Hello, Seven of Swords. As Bronzeite Spirit appears with a message that loyalty must be earned. Be judicious in extending your trust, knowing it is a gift from the universe that must be honored. Respect others by being trustworthy yourself, speaking of them in ways that are honorable. Heal the past by owning your role in it so that you can trust yourself again, having learned the lessons that will strengthen you. Your true heart, Aquarius, is recognized by the universe who wants only the very best for you. As much as you want to trust others, be mindful of others who you sense do not deserve your trust. Cautiously and mindfully venture to lend your loyalty again anyway, knowing that you are where you are meant to be and you have the universe as your ally to send you signs when a situation or individual warrants your caution. You can release your fears of being affected by the negativity of others. Be steadfast in your conviction as you work with others to build and maintain a firm financial foundation. You are stronger and wiser than you once were, and now you can trust yourself to know when you must make a change. Take action or speak a truth. Let go of your self-doubt, for Bronzeite Spirit is telling you that you can be trusted to know what you need to do to make good decisions regarding your finances. This is powerful. This goes hand in hand and really wraps up your reading here beautifully, Aquarius. You have what it takes to make sound decisions. We see that with the chess. We see that with the swords. We see that with the Eight of Wands. You setting yourself up for success. You can expect something, but it kind of goes with the message in a bottle and the Seven of Swords, all about trusting, even if you are in a situation that was less than ideal. I feel like you've come a long way. You can trust yourself. Remember, you are the King of Wands here, or at least embracing the archetype of the King of Wands, and you can trust in yourself. You can trust that you are dependably goal-oriented. There may have been situations in the past that warranted you to maybe not trust as much because someone may have betrayed you, or maybe you're going through that betrayal, or sometimes you don't trust yourself to make those decisions. Work with Bronzeite Spirit. If this reading is resonating with you, work with Bronzeite crystal to help you overcome some of those old patterns and old beliefs, okay? And to trust more. Trust in the universe. Trust that the universe has your back. You have not been cast aside. And so many times we pray and we connect and we hope for favorable news or an outcome. And when it doesn't happen, we say, Spirit, where were you? I thought you had my back. Why didn't this happen the way that I thought it would? Like I said, sometimes the ego wants, but Spirit is over here saying, I got you. I got you. Just because this didn't turn out the way that you wanted or the way that you hoped, over here we have far, far better plans than anything over here could have ever mixed up for you. And that's what I see happening. I hope this resonates, Aquarius. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to drop those power animals in the comment section box below to be entered into that free reading giveaway. And if you're vibing with the energy of the channel and you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so, Aquarius. Thank you so much for spending your precious time and energy here with me today. Lots and lots of love.